If you had the opportunity to steal a cape that belongs to the strongest being on Earth, what would you do? We are in Metropolis, witnessing the early days of Superman.
I need 200 t-shirts.
And we see a young Clark Kent ordering a stack of t-shirts with the Superman logo. Additionally, it's his first day working at the newspaper publishing firm called the Daily Star.
It's your turn to show the world what you can do, kid.
After this, he goes to visit his friend Jimmy Olsen, and they start talking about his new job and a stunningly smart journalist named Lois Lane.
She writes like she doesn't care who she upsets. Reading Lois Lane is like watching a martial arts display.
But that's when Clark notices something, a woman being kidnapped. He quickly changes into one of his t-shirts and confronts the criminals. They start shooting at him, but Superman easily deflects the bullets and tells them to let the lady go.
Oh yeah?
But they manage to shoot down the inexperienced Superman, and while he lays there unconscious, a boy sees him.
Awesome!
And decides to steal his cape. At another newspaper called the Daily Planet, editor Perry White discusses Superman with Lois and Jimmy. Perry gets mad because he can't believe a man like Superman can exist and starts to blame Jimmy for using Photoshop. But Lois tells him that,
Perry, I saw it myself. They shot the guy with an RPG and he didn't turn to dust and spray. And this cape thing, it didn't have a scratch on it. The military is developing stuff like this, Perry.
And when Perry asks what the S might stand for, Lois simply tells him that it's
Story.
At that moment, we see the boy who stole the cape returning home, only to find his abusive father beating his mother.
Leave them alone!
You want some?
The man tries to attack the boy with a knife, but the cape saves him. He then tells his brother to come with him, and before leaving, he punches the man.
Run!
They run to a train station, and the kid tells his brother that they can now go anywhere they want, assuring him that the cape will protect them from all the evil in the world. But then,
You are coming home with me. It's all over.
the man appears and demands the kids to return home and hand over the cape. Lois and Jimmy head over to visit Clark, with Jimmy eager to finally introduce Lois to him. But when they leave the taxi, they notice the abusive father.
Get back here.
The kids start screaming, saying that they are never going back with him, but that's when his leg gets stuck in the train rails. The man quickly grabs the other boy and tells him that
Watch this. You see what happens? You're gonna watch this.
the train quickly approaches the boy. But that's when Superman shows up. He uses his feet to stop the train and manages to save the boy. The boy, surprised, returns the cape and explains that he only borrowed it. Superman thanks him for looking after it and assures him that the man won't hurt him again.
Can I ask you something, mister? What does the S stand for?
And that's when Lois realizes that the S stands for Superman.